Good afternoon, family, friends, and Gem Rocks. My name is Zenobia, owner of Royal Oasis Spa Get Juice Company. For those who are new to my channel, thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon to today's topic, Life as an Esthetician. Before I get into this conversation today, I'm asking all of you to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Zenobia Dyson 3175. That's ZenobiadYson. And if you are aspiring esthetician or a licensed esthetician, preview my other videos, become familiar with who I am and my craft. I post my educational tidbits on Thursdays, and I post content as much as I can because I work full time and my daily travel commute is 4.5 hours a day, so it's very intense. I'm on the road all the time. I dedicate my time to my job, my church, my family, and other projects that I may be working on. I'm asking you also to follow me on the gram, on Facebook, on TikTok at Royal Oasis Spa. And I want to thank you for, being a faithful supporter, whether you watch my content, share my content, or give likes on my content. If you book an appointment or purchase my products, I thank you so much for following my entrepreneur journey as an esthetician. I really want to take this time real quickly to shout out my son, Corey, aka Skybox Sensei, for pushing my material, announcing Royal Oasis Spa each week on his social media show, Into the Skybox. And make sure y'all tap in every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on Corey Dyson Jr. Facebook page. Book Corey for any events and book him for any security services. I want to thank you, Corey Jr. Skybox, for every photo, every video that was taken. Thank you for your sacrifice to make time to capture the moment so I can have content to show to my client and to my viewers. Also, I want to thank my husband, Corey Sr., who started this journey with me in aesthetics. It was a 7.5 month course that he took with me. He studied with me. He learned from me. He listened to me, and he allowed me to shine. So thank you to my senior for all of the encouragement you pushed to me, trying to move forward with each step in this journey. I thank you so much for being by my side. So let's get into this conversation. Today's topic again is life as an esthetician. And if you heard of the word aesthetics or esthetician and do not know what aesthetics is, it's the cosmetic treatment of the skin, specializing in skin beautification. Aesthetic school and obtaining your state license is the next step in learning the science of healthy skin, learning techniques, learning the business, and starting your own career in the field. Aesthetics and cosmetology was a passion that I had since the age of 16 years young. And I attended Blades Academy, a cosmetology school in Great Mills, Maryland at the time, but I did not complete the program due to me having a child at a very young age. So I didn't have the support or no one to babysit my daughter to complete the program. But to talk about licenses and insurance, my husband and I attended Hair Academy in New Carrollton, Maryland. We were the very first program and the first to graduate from their first launch of aesthetics. We were on their waiting list for nearly 16 to 18 months for the school to obtain their certifications, accreditations, permits, whatever it was that they needed to launch the aesthetics program. But they was there for years doing cosmetology. Before launching their aesthetics program, like I said, we were on their waiting list for months, over a year, just waiting to start the program. But Hair Academy is an accredited by the National Accreditation Commission of Careers in Science, NACCAS, I think. The aesthetics program, that's a 600-hour course. That's 7.5 months preparing the students for the state board exams. My husband and I, we were part-time evening students and working our 9 to 10 hour full-time jobs. And the commute, one way is an hour and 10 minutes for the school from our home. So what my husband and I expected from the course, which I was very disappointed that we didn't get what we expected from the course. So most estheticians would tell you that they did not receive the comprehensive teaching or instructions as they should have. So most schools, as the school I attended, it was all about obtaining your hours and study on your own. I mean, as we should anyway, but we did not maximize and capitalize on the time being in the classroom as we should. So before entering into the program in March of 2022, I had already taken, my husband and I already had taken a few classes online from the six-figure esthetician courses and from the New Skills Academy to learn about skin conditions, proper facial treatments, and ingredients. And we definitely were one of those. I'm not going to lie, that learned a lot from YouTube videos, YouTube University. But it was helpful. I enjoy the videos. Thank you to the esthetician who make those videos for us to watch and learn. I practice a lot on my husband. He was always my model. My children were my model, and some of my son's friends allowed me to practice on them. And so, anyway, so in order to become an esthetician, you have to complete a state approved esthetician training program and take and pass all required exams, submit an esthetician license application, and pay the license fee to the state. So no matter where you live in the U.S., you need supervised training to become an esthetician. And the first step is to enroll into an esthetician program. So if you're looking to become an esthetician, the first thing to do is to enroll into the program. And all of the tests that we took was to prepare us for the state board tests, the theory tests and the practical tests. And the theory test that we took in school was nothing like the one we took for state board. The one we took at state board was, to me, much harder than the one at school. Some may say, the opposite of that, but I felt it was much harder. But I thank God that I passed the test the first time because I did not want to do it again. I got a decent score and I was happy with that. The practical test, performing specific treatment on a mannequin while you're being evaluated. So thank God that we didn't have to do a human person. I didn't want to do a human person. So thank God for the Lisa dolls, is what we call them. So the esthetician license is not a one and done process. You have to renew your license periodically. You have to keep practicing aesthetics in the state. And if your state doesn't mandate continuing education, it's still a good idea to take classes anyway and to learn new trends and techniques anyway, because the field is always changing. There's always something new. So it's good to, always educate yourself on new things. And also as an esthetician, your endorsements. So we had got endorsed by not just Maryland, but DC and Virginia. So that was a whole nother fee that we had to pay. So I am licensed in Maryland, DC, and Virginia. So those were additional fees that I incurred to go outside of my state to practice aesthetics. And I believe DC was the most expensive one that I had to pay for. So if you are an esthetician or pursuing this field, please consider also getting liability insurance. Please, please, please do not risk your career. Don't risk your license by not getting some type of liability insurance. I purchased my insurance through ASCP, that's Associated Skin Care Professionals, and that was referred to us, to the students, by Hair Academy. And my husband and I paid for the insurance. It was $259 for each of us, and that's per year. So your insurance go into effect immediately after you complete the application. They verify your training and your license, and once you get approved, that's when it goes into effect for the full year. And also, you can purchase additional liability insurance for your equipment, for products, and that is called BPP, business personal property, and that's an add-on that you can add on to your your regular and liability insurance, because everything costs money, but it's better to protect yourself, because there are some folks that find a way to come after your license, they come after your insurance, and it's definitely best to invest for your business to protect yourself. And especially if you accidentally do something wrong in the treatment room, clients may have to go under doctor's care, or whatever, and they might want to sue you, so it's best to be covered by your insurance. Definitely something to consider. Don't be out here operating dirty. That's how I'm gonna say it. Don't operate dirty, don't be driving dirty. Get your license and get your insurance to cover yourself. um, Next I want to talk about is brand building in a dry market. I started Get Juice uh, organic hair and skincare business in March of 2021. And it's a business where I concoct my own hair and skincare products by using plant based ingredients for hair, scalp, and skin. And I took a step further to expand my vision because I wanted to go back to my true passion, which is skincare. I live in Southern Maryland, and one thing that I did not take into consideration when building my brand, starting my business, was the demographics of the area I reside in. And even though I don't have plans to remain here in Southern Maryland, but I'm launching my business here. So, in my opinion, skincare here in Southern Maryland is not a standard. Not a standard here. It's not a standard where I live, and I'm taking a daily risk to bring my business to an area that is either economically depressed or people do not see a need for it. So it's difficult to be determined to take a risk and bring light, bring awareness, bring something new to an unknown ground. And maybe the men and women in this area don't feel that skincare products is for them and don't work for them, or they feel ignored by the skincare industry, or they feel there's a lack of offering that is available to them. There are so many different explanations and reasons to formulate, but I feel it's hard for me to attract people to invest into their skin or scalp care. I would highly recommend looking into your area, doing a survey to see if this is something that is needed in the area or wanted in your area. And even if it's not needed or wanted, then search for your audience elsewhere. And if you are basing your business out of your home like myself, just market yourself. Be more in the public eye to get your business vibing. I'm on a journey today for searching for my audience, searching for my clientele. Obviously, it's not here in St. Mary's County, and St. Mary's County can be a dream killer if you allow it. It's definitely a battleground for me and my husband, and if this was my only income today, I would be homeless. I would be starving today if this was my only income. And the topic of this discussion today, I would have to call it the life of a broke esthetician, because it's a struggle here with clients. But thank God I'm not fast tracking this, because I'm not in a position today to move as I would like to move. And the reason why I say that, because I am financially invested into my youngest son's education. He's in college, 1 year down already. So I'm already taking care of two households, but I'm thankful that I do not have to pay for college tuition, as my son has done a great job with his academics. But I did have to pay for tuition for my other son, so I know both sides. So it's very, costly, very expensive to pay for college tuition. So anyone who starts a business in St. Mary's may not experience a struggle with obtaining and retaining clients, but this is my experience I'm telling to you today. And just because you were born and raised in the area, don't have expectations that those that know you will support you or choose you. It does take time to build your clientele. It does take time to be stable. It does take time to have a loyal client base, and finding out who your ideal clients are. So in my journey, I am just now discovering my ideal client, after being licensed now for 10 months. And it's different from starting my organic skincare business 2 years ago. Definitely, networking with other estheticians in the field. If they allow you to connect with them, I would recommend that. This industry is very competitive, but building relationships outside of your circle, is more important, because there are esties who do not like to perform facials. They there are some estheticians that like, doing lashes. There are some estheticians that prefer to do waxing, or or do makeup. So us esties come in a variety of gifts, packages, skills, talent, all of that. I am 46 years young, and I feel like I'm starting late in the skincare industry. But then sometimes I feel like this is the best time for me, because my children are grown now, and I have obtained my educational degrees. I have obtained my associate's degree. I obtained my bachelor's degree. I have landed a great career opportunity with my full-time job that I've been there for 15 years. I have pursued and obtained the things that I wanted in my life. So I just have to be patient and let God do the driving, in His time, at His speed. But yes, yeah, I do struggle with getting clients and retaining clients. I'm not sure, if it's because my business is in my home, and I just haven't found my clientele yet. Uh, but when I do have clients, when clients do book appointments with me, I push. Well, okay, well, let me say, when I don't have clients, when I do not have clients, I push a lot of information on social media. So I'm now in the process of, building my first educational course. I teach and I educate others on what I've learned. I feel like this is another gift I have, to be able to reach people who are skeptical about skin and scalp care. The viewers, they get to see another side of me when I teach. And they see me practicing, they see me talking about my craft by educating. So when they do decide to come into my treatment room, they can feel somewhat comfortable with my services that I'm offering. Because, and also my husband, he also follows the same line of pushing out education. He is starting to do educational tidbits to cater to the men clientele. So we aim to always push education to our clients, so they can gain an understanding and have firsthand knowledge of what we are providing to them. We have to get to know the clients, and we want the clients to get to know us, and that is how I believe we earn the true trust first. When it comes to marketing, uh, launching a new business is hard. It's a lot of promotion, a lot of planning, I believe, and I believe those two things, promotion and planning, that is the pillar of building your appointment book. I market my business and products with an online presence through social media, YouTube, and my digital brochure. The internet has become so powerful now. Everybody's on it, everybody has access to it, and it doesn't matter what you do for a living. You gotta market yourself, market your business in order to thrive. I engage on a few platforms to gain growth of followers, to expose my craft, and to maximize the best and fastest way to reach people. I try to be consistent, with my content. I try to be consistent with my engagement, to build the relationships between the viewers or potential clients. I try to keep Royal Oasis Spa on my story, to push the information to their memory. I'm not sure what is working or what will work, but I try to keep testing the jet to see what fuels it. And what I know and what I learn are or the ways that I have been marketing my brand. Could I do more? Sure. I'm sure somebody could tell me, more that I need to do or could do or should do. But everything has its proper timing, has its proper planning to put out excellent marketing campaigns. So I do what I can do within my reach for now until I'm able to expand my reach. As of now, we are Royal Oasis is featured in the Canvas Rebel magazine, and we are featured in the Southern Maryland Wedding magazine fall edition of 2023. So I'm excited about that. I am, trying to keep the momentum going, pushing the brand and believing in God's plan for me and the business. What I don't want my viewers or clients to experience from me, I don't want them to experience a transactional experience. I want to give them someone they can trust over the long haul. I want my clients to feel important. We strive towards excellence every time. We have received 30 great reviews so far, 30 reviews and 5 stars on Booksy by the grace of God. We have received 4.9 stars, 10 excellent reviews on Google. We have received 16 reviews and 5 stars on Facebook. So we are starting out well, and I hope that we continue to do well in this journey. We are not naive that we're not going to be able to please everybody. We know that, and as a matter of fact, I haven't pleased everybody. There is one individual who I did not please. This is before I obtained my license. She was pleased with her back facial. She had got a back facial, and she had got a facial treatment, and she was pleased with her back facial, but she was dissatisfied with her facial, which I was surprised. She did not understand, or she did not want to understand that her skin will be temporary red due to the pore vacuum device that I use to suck out the blackheads or to clear out the pore congestion from her nose, her cheeks, her chin, and forehead. So I used it on previous clients before, and I never had a problem. And she never heard of this device, so she was kind of, I would say, she was kind of reluctant to it, and she said that she never experienced redness before when she got facials done. But I believe that all Estes would agree with me that all clients experience some type of redness from stimulation to the skin. So I applied a cold press to eliminate the redness and advised her it will go away on its own, but she demanded a refund of her facial. She enjoyed the facial, but she just didn't like the redness, and she did not give me a bad review, but she definitely gave me attitude, and she blocked me from social media. So no love lost here. So we understand everyone would not be pleased, and everyone would not be a fan of Royal Oasis. Let's see what else we can talk about. Finance. So when it comes to the finance, for me, mine is self-funded. I have been purchasing all of my equipment since I started my business. Every dime I made from my business went towards my equipment, my supplies, whatever I needed to be successful in my craft. And when it's time for me to move out of my basement into my own building or my own suite, then I should already be ready and have everything, to have my doors open. We have invested a copious amount of money into the business, into school, into license, insurance, endorsement license, equipment, website, our appointment app, business cards, brochures, advertising, etc., you name it. And now we're in the process of getting our logo, trademark, copyrights, patents, the whole shebang. So I have paid for my husband and I credit to be repaired, just in case we ever need to apply for a small business loan. And this will be one less stress that we have to worry about. So right now, again, my son is in college, and he already has a year in. He has a year and a half left to go. So I'm taking this time wisely to get everything I need to be ready to open up my doors to my business. We are considering size of the space that we need. We have spent, um, you know, time on looking at our budget to see what we want to spend for rent, um, and how much we need to spend for contractors if they need to come in and build our suite to our fit. I had just recently met a nice young man the other day who's gifted in his work as an engineer. So again, it's all about building relationships with people because you never know who you would need, and you never know who you're going to run into and who's going to help you in your business adventure. So thus far we have looked at a space in Bowie, Maryland and Waldorf, Maryland. I love Bowie area, but I don't like their rent prices, but I believe they have the clientele that I'm looking for. I don't want to be in Waldorf because that's still close to home for me, and I really want to branch further away from the home base where I may attract my ideal clientele. So just know, there are no two businesses that are the same. Every business is different because only you as the owner, as the visionary, knows the ins and out of your business, of your company. So we definitely weigh the risk and the rewards of the finances and where we want to be, the location, our clientele, all of that. So let's talk about obtaining and retaining our clients. Again, it seems like it's getting harder to get new clients than it is to retain new clients. Um, Getting new clients is really hard, and retaining clients is hard, but getting new clients is harder. So the retention is hard. I have publicly put out surveys with absolutely no response from potential clients or anyone who has tried my services. I have asked clients why they haven't come back, and some just say, "Oh, I'll be back," but they still haven't booked their appointment yet. Or some people say, "Oh, I'm coming. I want to get my facial done," and still haven't booked the appointment yet. So I want people to be transparent so I know what I'm doing wrong, or what I'm doing too much of, or what I'm not doing at all. In the Booksy app, I even sent out blasts to those who have the appointment app on their phone, just to see if anyone will respond back, and still no response. So I'm always doing a pulse check. I always try to engage. I focus on customer service, and I feel we made a strong onboarding experience. But I hope I haven't left a bitter taste in anybody's mouth. I don't know. I have no idea. So our clients say they are impressed with our customer service and with the treatments of their skin. So again, we are still trying to build a long-lasting relationships with people. We're still pushing. And if you are an esthetician, viewing this video, or a cosmetologist viewing this video, let me know how you build your clientele, and was it hard for you to build your clientele? Please, feel free to share some insight with me and help me out on my journey, if you will. And yeah. Now I forgot to mention that, you know, my husband and I, we will also travel to events. We travel to people homes, or so that's another investment that we done. We had to purchase our travel equipment because of course we didn't want to take the equipment from our home and get that messed up. So we purchased additional equipment to take on travel with us. We do charge a travel fee, so we do come with a professional appearance and professional presence. So I just want to put that out there. Um, Education, definitely want to talk about education and information overload. So the last point is we are still taking classes through the six-figure esthetician and the ASCP course. We are still learning. We are still refreshing ourselves with what we learned in school and other courses that we have taken. We are learning techniques. We are learning products. We are learning about our equipment, skin conditions, you name it. We are still learning as if today is day one, because we try to dedicate everything to memory, keep everything fresh in our head at all times. We try to stay on our toes with information. We're paying for classes, we're paying for training, we're paying for new professional equipment. So I believe this is the biggest investment of it all, is the learning aspect of it, learning how to perform a treatment, but also learning the body, learning the bones, muscles, nerves, etc. It's a lot to remember in this field, but we try to dedicate everything to memory and stay afresh on everything to survive in this industry. You have to learn what you like and you have to master what you like, but you have to be a beast in what you love. So that is my motivation, to be in beast mode every day. I'm still young, but I'm getting older and I have more time. I look at it as I have more time behind me than more time that I have in front of me. So I have to do all I can while I can. I love to learn. I love to educate myself. But if it doesn't interest me, then I'm not going to dedicate my time and energy to it. So when you see a person's price list, and just know that you're paying for all that knowledge that they invested into their learning. You want the best, for your hair and skin care, so you got to pay for the best care. You got to pay for the top of the line products. So if you're looking for somebody if you're looking for, $25 facials, I am not the one for you. I was doing facials unlicensed while waiting to start school. I was practicing my craft and practicing my gift, but I respect the work, I respect the art, I respect the skill, and I want people to respect the investment in learning this art. My products cost $60 to $80 a jar or a bottle, so I'm giving you the best product, or giving them, my clients, the best product for their skin. I'm taking the time to learn the product and learning about the overlaying, the mixing of the product. I educate myself on everything that I do and that I would ever touch. And I'm giving you the best experience that is within my reach and within my power. So, in closing, I want to say to all the esties out there, I want to say thank you very much for your YouTube videos. Thank you so much for your knowledge, your gift, your dynamic skills. I have learned a lot from watching you, from following you. You don't know it, and you don't know me. I don't know you, but you all have inspired me to be greater in this industry. I love what all of you are doing. It blesses me because I'm in this field of many, and whether you realize it or not, we are uniquely woven together in this craft. Uh, I truly thank you. I honor all of you. I take my hat off to all of you who out here in this field, who's been in it 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and you had to build your brand from scratch as I am doing today. So I want to thank everybody for watching this video. I didn't want to keep everybody long, but I just wanted to tell you my experience and my journey as an esthetician. Feel free to share this video, and I hope you take something away from this video today. I hope that you are empowered by this video, inspired by this video. I just want to say, stay on your grind. Stay on your grind. Don't give up. And whatever your heart is set to do, I encourage you to do it. Okay? I hope you have a great weekend. God bless you all. And I will see you next Thursday. Thank you.